Hi, and welcome to Love Doing Yoga on this Friday evening. Hope you've had a lovely week and looking forward to a nice weekend ahead. Nice practice today with a kind of mix of different flows and poses. So a nice kind of all over practice for you to enjoy. So let us begin let us begin lying down. Keeping your knees bent and about shoulder width apart. Pressing the small of your back into the mat. And just allow yourself to slow down. Letting go of your day and everything that's going on in your world. And just bringing yourself to your mat. Letting your attention go to your breath. As you inhale through your nose, filling your belly, pause, and then exhale through your nose. Extending that exhale. Encouraging the body and mind to slow down with the breath. One more breath here. And then hugging the knees into the chest. Just take a little movement here if you like. And when you're ready, coming to stillness. Keeping the knees bent, raise the feet to look up towards the ceiling, and then holding on to the outside edge of the feet, let the elbows come inside the knees if you can, into a happy baby pose. You can always hold on to the backs of your thighs if this is a challenge for you. And we're going to take 3 breaths here. With each exhale, think about just drawing this knee down a little lower if you can with each exhale. And then when you're ready, releasing the feet, letting them come down once again onto the mat. And cross the right leg over the left. Do a double cross if that's available to you. And let's roll over onto our left side, letting your right hand come on top of the left. And then we're going to draw the right arm all the way over to the right side. Adjust your upper body. Let the gaze look towards the right. See if you can keep this right knee as close to the floor as possible. You can use your left hand to encourage it if you want. Two more breaths here. Then unraveling the legs, coming back to center. Let's just take that to the other side. So left leg over right, double cross if they can, and roll over to your right side. Starting with the left hand on the right palm, and then draw it all the way over to the left side. Adjusting the upper body, let the gaze follow it. Encouraging that left knee to stay as close to the floor on the right side as possible. 2 more breaths. And then once again, draw that left hand back on top of the right, unravel the legs and roll back to the center of the mat. And then from here, just draw the heels in so they're touching the tips of your fingers if your arms are out long. And we're going to lift up into a bridge pose. So activate the feet, pressing them into the mat as you slowly start to lift the pelvis and the spine away from the mat. And what we want here is a nice straight line on the body. Okay, so we're not trying to get the hips higher. We just want a nice continuous line from the legs down towards the shoulders. Keeping the feet nice and active. One more breath here. And then slowly lowering yourself down onto your mat, hug those knees into the chest. And then letting the toes look upwards, keep a bend in the knee. And the arms facing upwards too. And then let's bend the left leg down and lift it up. And then the right leg down and up. And keeping going with the legs. Just gently bending and lifting. And once more on each side. And then let the feet come down onto the mat as we once again lift up into our bridge pose. One more breath here. Draw your hands back so that they come under your pelvis, and then lowering yourself down so you're sitting, so your pelvis is on your hands, on the backs of your hands. And then just draw the elbows in underneath your body as you lift up. So now your shoulders are over your wrists, the wrists are over your elbows, and your elbows are pointing straight behind you, so they're kind of nicely tucked underneath you. You can stretch the legs out here, and then just let the gaze go back. Two more breaths here. And then slowly raising the head up. Let's draw the soles of the feet together. You can pop the hands out from under your pelvis and just let the knees flop out to the side. One more breath. And then drawing the knees together, let's just flip over onto our belly and let the arms stretch out in front of you, forehead down onto the mat, softening the body. One more breath here. And let's draw those hands back so they're either side of the chest. And just draw up into a nice cobra, a nice back bend here. So you're activating your hands. Try to keep a softness in the elbows so you're not locking. And one more breath here. And then we're going to push back into a puppy dog pose. So push the hips back so they're over your knees. Let the forehead come down onto the mat and the forearms come down onto the mat, feeling that nice length of spine. One more breath. And then from here, coming up into tabletop. So shoulders over, wrists curling those toes. We're going to make our way up into our downward dog. So pushing the hips back to the heels and lifting up into your downward dog. Pedaling your way in nice and slowly. Pushing those hips back. Really finding the length, pressing away from the mat with your hands. Draw those shoulders away from the ears. And when you're ready, coming to stillness. One more breath here. And then come right up onto your toes and slowly walk your toes, tiptoeing along up to your hands, making your way into a forward fold. Bend your knees as much as you need to. And when your feet get up to your hands, then just deepening down into your forward fold. Bending the knees generously, coming all the way up to stand, making your way to the top of your mat. And at the top of your mat, checking in with your feet. Equal weight on both feet, standing up nice and tall, having that weight distributed evenly across the feet. Ears over shoulders, shoulders over hips, lengthening through the spine. Let's do a nice sun salute on each side, palms together, raise the gaze, taking a breath. And sweeping into your forward fold. Lifting halfway. forward fold again. Let's step the right leg back for your low lunge. So challenging yourself here, let that right leg go back as far as is comfortable for you. Raising the arms up, making sure those arms are going past the ears. Soft shoulders. And then let's take it through to our plank. Nice active hands as you step back into your plank. Shoulders over wrists, pressing away from the mat. And when you're ready, lowering yourself down onto your mat in whatever way you want. So either through your knees, feet, chest and belly, or lowering yourself down through your arms. And once you're on the mat, draw the forehead and chest away. And push up into your downward dog. Let's stretch that right leg out behind you and then step it through for your low lunge. And up into your forward fold. Bending the knees, coming all the way up to stand. Palms together over the head, raise the gaze. Sweeping through, forward fold. And halfway lift. Forward fold again. Nice and deep in the fold now. And let's step that left leg back, really giving yourself a challenge here. And raise the arms up. Soften the shoulders, engage the core, take a breath. And let's take it through to our plank. One more breath here. And making your way down, whatever way works for you. And when you get down onto the mat, raising up the forehead and chest. Pushing up into your downward dog. Two more breaths here, checking your form, gaze towards the belly button. Spine nice and long, pushing those hips back. And one more breath. Stretching that left leg out behind you. Let's step it through. Low lunge. And then making your way up into your forward fold. Bending the knees, coming all the way up to stand, bringing those hands down into prayer at the chest. And from here, let's step the right leg back, bringing the hands onto the hips, step that right leg straight back. Keeping this left knee over the left ankle, a little bit of weight in the outside edge of that back foot. Check in with your hips, square them up. Lift the pelvic floor, belly button in and up. Raise the arms up. Warrior one. One more breath here. Bless you, Alan. And let's come on to the toes of this back foot. So you might want to step the back foot back a little bit further just to deepen the stretch for your high lunge. One more breath here. Lower that back knee down. Open the foot. Low lunge. And fold forward over this left leg. And let's push the seat back and stretch out this front leg. So your hips are moving back. Try to keep in a straight line. So as I went back there, I felt my whole hips swing out to the right. Try to keep them level as you fold over this front leg. Listen to your body here. It's a big stretch for the hamstrings, so just work with what your body can do. One more breath. And coming back to your low lunge, raise the arms, take a breath. Curling the toes of the back foot, lifting up to your high lunge. Stepping that right foot now fully onto the mat for your warrior one. And step it up to the top of the mat. Palms together at the chest. Take a breath. Bring those hands down onto the hips once again. Okay, let's try it on the other side. So this left leg now steps back. Open out the distance between the feet if you like. It'll just give you a little bit more stability. Square up the hips. Right knee over right ankle. A little bit of weight in the outside edge of that back foot. Raising up the arms. Warrior one. Involving the core with each breath. Coming onto the toes of the back foot, maybe stepping it a little bit further back for your high lunge. One more breath here, trying to keep those shoulders nice and soft. Now let's come down onto that back knee, low lunge. Bringing the hands down onto the mat. And then stretching out the front leg, allowing the hips to just move back a little bit. Watching that they're not swinging out to the side. Try to keep straight as you go back. Maybe coming onto the heel of that extended leg. One more breath. And then bringing it back into your low lunge. Curling those toes of the back foot, lifting up to your high lunge. And planting that back foot onto the mat. Warrior one, squaring the hips, soften the shoulders, engage the core. Take a breath. And stepping it up to the top of the mat once more. Good, with your feet both parallel with each other, equal weight on both feet. And then let's just let the arms hang down here. Bow the head, round the shoulders, and very slowly roll your way down towards the mat, letting gravity take you. And when your hands reach the mat, just gently hold on to your opposite elbows and start to sway back and forth. And then letting the hands come down onto the mat again. Make your way down onto your knees and swing all the way around to lower yourself down onto your mat. Hugging your knees into your chest here. And then let the legs come out long. And the feet fall out to the side. Palms facing upwards as you take your final resting pose, Shavasana. Letting go your feet and your legs. Letting go your glutes and pelvis. Letting go the whole back of your body and shoulder blades. The front of your body, chest and shoulders. Letting go your arms and your hands. Your head, face, jaw and chin. The whole of your body, just let it go. Pausing here for gratitude. Gratitude to yourself for giving yourself this time for your practice. And let your attention go to your breath. As you inhale through your nose into your belly, pause, and then exhale. letting your attention rest on your breath for the next few minutes.